No time to plot for stand alert. Welcome to the Worldbuilding the Virtual Isle podcast. So, last time I actually decided to do a little bit of breathing and life into this world. So, I kind of wanted to go along with that idea slightly. So, what do I mean? Well, obviously, I have several different things, wretched and yeah, like wretched and somebody else know about this, basically. But, okay. So I want to roll a like D. Okay, I'm gonna roll 2d6. I swear, if it's a double, not one. Okay, well, let's average them. Make it 5. Because I wanted to go and get like the major thing for Beaconsdale, which I kind of want to do now, because basically I've already done a little bit on Crabbank. I've already done a little bit on Everton. I don't quite yet want to figure out about where is a specific Red Dragon town, basically. Could I go into a specific Red Dragon town? Yes. Yes, I could. But I don't exactly want to. Because I figure that would be a little bit more interesting to figure out about, like, where is the development in this world, basically. I'm gonna do a D. Okay, am I fine with them managing one idol? Wait, oh, whoops. Fine, I'll do 6. Um, nah, it's kind of one of those things, right? Like, I don't necessarily want the managers, like, I guess I'll go 2. 4, okay, fine. Fine enough. Uh, so each one will have about 4. Vodka's exception, basically. I'm not gonna worry about, like, her having more, basically, because, like, to be fair, the lore with Valka is, like, I'm gonna do this all on the, little GM notes thing. And the main reason for that is because the players would not know about these people. So it's like, okay, no, it was 5. Okay. So I wanted to have a decent bit of NPCs. Oh, oops, that was one to me. But yeah, I wanted to have a decent bit of, like, idle NPCs, but also, like, not too many, basically. Like, at least if that makes sense. So, basically, I have in the Zenith one, and, like, here, or basically. So, what would have already been made, basically? Uh, like, I kind of want to formulate this into, like, uh, like, finished to be made, uh, in, uh, in development future. Because like there are certain things that would be like more of a future style thing. Like, for example, one thing that would be like more of a future thing, like a race, like a racetrack. So like, NASCAR, F1, like those style things. Like the one that's like you think of a racetrack as like a car racetrack, actually, more specifically. Umusme racetrack, okay, fair enough on that one. But that one was already actually how many Umas actually? Because I can. I'm gonna do 2d6. So basically, we have the regular ones, and then we'll have the Uma idols. Basically, okay. So there's 8 teams. How many are per team? 10. That's a lot of Umus. That's a lot of Umus. So that's the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. My lord. Okay, there's a lot of them. Okay, I think I'm done. Actually on that. Probably should. Actually, do I wait for it until after I finish typing out all these? Yeah, actually, I'll meet you. I will probably type up all the Uma questions and then come back. Okay, there, I'm done. I have finally typed up repeatedly the Umas. I've also changed it to where, like, rather than an unordered list, it actually is a ordered list. Because, like, there's two things about it. One, with, like, regular idols, right? Like, yeah, sure. It could be just like, oh, hey, there's the number one idol, or whatever, basically. But, like, yeah. Like, might I change this to 7? Sure. Maybe. But, like, uh, uh, I just want to list, at least that, like, uh, yeah, I want to have at least that, like, the goal is mainly 10. Uh, like, will I go and, like, will I go and make sure that at least everybody has 7? Yes. I'll at least try for that. Basically. Because, yeah, I figured that, like 7 is at least a little bit high for, like, a horse. It is at least a little bit more understandable for a horse race. Because, like, I think of it this way. Right. Like, assuming that we have, uh, yeah, if we have, like, 8 categories, or 5, uh, with the fact that there's 80 of them, that puts it as, like, 16 are for each specific race, right? Like, you're needing at least 30 a quote-unquote Uma idols in order to actually, like, facilitate this type of thing. So, yeah. Like, I have the, like, I kind of wanted to at least get that done, basically. So, like, uh, uh, yeah, I'm gonna say FO 80 to here, 16 parades. Basically. So, like, in theory, yeah, like, this does kind of make a bit of sense, effectively. Because, like, the reason why you might go for 10 is, like, I, assuming, like, 5, di yeah, like, disciplines. Let me spell it. Yeah, like, if it's 5 disciplines, which I assume I would, I assume I would have, like, a dirt, a long, yeah, I assume that MA would have, like, a dirt one, a freaking medium, a long, a short, and a mile. Like, he would have, like, oh, sorry, a sprint, not short, a sprint, and then like a mile, basically, and, like, you would have all those disciplines, basically, so that, like, each one technically has a spot to shine. So, yeah. Uh, so it's for reasons like that I would say is probably safe to do a couple things. So, for the most part, like, here's what I say is finished. The power, uh, uh, data centers, because, like, he does have a data center, for reference. So, like, it makes sense that he would have something like there. Uh, uh, um, I'm gonna define to be made as, like, uh, uh, no, actually, yeah, to be made is, like, research done, but item, needs production. And then development is, like, well, in development is, like, needs more research slash fine tuning. Because, like, one thing that I would say is probably still in development is cars. Because, like, the issue with the cars, right, is the fact that, like, he needs to have a way to make it simple. He needs to have it be able to be automated, and machines obviously can't cast spells outside of Warforged. Well, Warforged are exceptions, but yeah, I'm gonna assume that he's not using Warforges, basically. Mighty Iron Warforges, sure, but, like, when I go and say robot, like, I don't think of Warforged. Or Warforged is like a yeah, Warforged I more think of it like with Mara, basically. Where it's like they're kind of like a human, basically. But like, they're a human machine or a humanoid machine, basically. So there's that. Basically. So yeah, I'm gonna say the Uma Musume track is probably finished. To be fair, I'll order these. For anybody that has OCD, I'll probably order this, like, better later. Effectively, I'm just wanting to at least state what's there. No, let's say hospitals probably are there. Like, effectively, if you go to a hospital with this, it's like, uh, actually, I'm gonna say like, uh, built, physically. What they have actually known about that? Okay, yeah, no, I did say about the hospital existing. So there's that. Um, the farm exists. But yeah, I'm gonna assume that probably like it's built physically, so you basically would have to go to like basically the only ones that would be knowledgeable is like the people that MA has directly trained, basically. So like they're not really like it's not really like your like it's not really a way that he's wanting. He still need development so that he can make the medical AI that's able to like be, oh hey, you have this thing, uh or just like ask like have a human ask these questions. These are the responses, basically. Specifically with like true, false, yes, no type things. So like trying to like he basically would be trying to simplify it as well without losing any of the actual like like effects. Basically, that's kind of what he would be doing, and because like I said, or like I say always, is like the interesting thing about D&D is you, in order for it to be in your world, you just have to understand it. You don't have to be able to do it actually. So like, I don't need to understand like, okay, how would it be that you can get a operating system to recognize AI and be able to block it, but yet at the same time, like it can't run AI, basically. Like, I don't need to know how to do that. I assume that like if the character is that much more is that intelligent, he would know how to do it. I would assume the elite hills are done. Would the golf course be done? I don't know. I don't know about what. I don't know about what that would be done. And because like it's one of those things, right? Like in theory, you don't have to like. Like in theory, you don't have to have a good effect with it, right? Like you could in theory, you could literally in theory just say screw it. We're making this. You don't have to have any sort of like you don't have to have any sort of development, right? Uh, you just have to have the land and you have to like kind of just plot the course. Basically, you don't have to. It's not like, oh hey, we have to research this other thing. No, it's just how you make it. So yeah, um, I guess I'll place it here. Uh, uh, actually, first off, place the amusement park because I would know that that's still probably need to be made. Similar to the golf course, or like yeah, there's probably like a mini golf one too there. But yeah, like similar to like the golf course, right? Like you don't need to uh like you don't need to fully invent things for the amusement park to work either. You just have to design the stuff that's in it. basically. Okay, so like it is what it is. I would assume that he's probably able to do it, basically, because like it's one of those things, right? Like with the amusement park, part of how like in the magical world, how that would work is basically like uh you have a sort of infinite ticket, right? Basically, and like by having the infinite ticket, you just flash it to the people and they don't charge you for the ride. Otherwise, if you fly over, you have to, they either will not let you on because there's, like, they would see you walk through the gate, basically, or they have to see you walk through the gate, uh, or they just, you know, like, yeah, like, they either see you walk through the gate, or they just don't let you on the ride. Such don't let the ride start with you on there, and probably call security. So, yeah, it is what it is, basically. But like, hmm, what else would be done? Um, so I guess that we would. I guess now I can start thinking a bit of like the town, um, well, town shops specifically. Um, because like there are certain things. Actually, let me reorder this list first. Actually, to be fair, one thing that I'm now questioning is would the education place has been done? Actually, I probably would have had it finished. Because like, uh, I I would go and call this the education center basically, because like part like with what anime would be doing with this, right? Is part of it is he's trying to also make sure that the people that are there kind of work, basically. So basically, like, in order to make sure that they can work, at least, you know, the way that he wants to. Right. Uh, Such as like, you know, when the hospital is built, like, he needs to teach people how to how to like use the machines and stuff like that. Like, he would have that being made. He would also need mechanics, basically. So he's likely to have like in there people learning how to like repair and fix the cars and stuff like that. Uh so yeah. Uh uh is what it is, basically. Um I don't necessarily think that you would have a movie theater just yet. Uh um Oh, right. I forgot to say that the TV complex probably would be built, or probably would be finished. For two reasons. One, we had a canon that he's already finished it, because there's one player that's, there's one character that was from there, basically. Such as, like if I go through the CNF document, like, I need to, I'm just gonna be lazy and copy the, Shamash thing, basically. Uh, I like how I can actually like just put the ordered list onto another ordered list, but like yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, like I Shamash basically as like Righteous character, he was kind of like another idol, and basically like to introduce like volcanoes, Samash, so that like both volcanoes and well both Shudo and Wretched had a way to like introduce their characters that made sense, and we also could introduce them in a funny way. Then yeah, they were both idols. It was basically well, idols in a certain way. Wretched, of course, being a Dragonborn idol. Shido being Volcanos, the Shatter Kai idol, I believe. If ironically, he's a Shatter Kai with, you know, 2 wood elves. So yeah, that's usually a fun thing to do. Basically. Uh, I forgot to switch off the name. I know Ishido has a name, or I know that I placed the name to Shido, but like it is what it is. But regardless, like Ambi's character, I'm yeah, that one. The one that is the name that's escaping me is like Mural, and like he was actually from the TV complex. So yeah, TV video cameras would be a thing. So like uh probably a media store such as like uh photo slash video cameras. I can see that both those existing. Basically. Uh um I don't know about what else would be in there. I know I have a list of things as well. Funny enough. Uh but like I don't remember off the top of my head about everything that I've written down. Um uh um yeah, probably jewelry store. Uh Jewelry store. Uh Sapphires at the very least. So keep in mind the reason why you would have at least sapphires here is the fact that like since this is from MA in particular, or at least a MA based town in particular. Uh so like if I go over onto like the world map, for those that are like watching on like YouTube or something. Like Bangonsdale, like in this 3x3 tile, the bottom left corner where it says like Bangonsdale, not like the uh like not specifically the point. So like if you make dots across the top to where it's like the top left point of the square is 1, and then it's like 2 as like right next to it on a grid, and then 3, and then 4 is like a final point that's like barely in it. It'd be the like it'll be plotted to like 2, 3 at that point, as well as if you go down. So yeah, it would be about there. I'd say probably MA's home would be about like 3-2, basically. So like on the complete opposite side of Beaconsdale to the place. It's a very small nation, but also to be fair, MA wouldn't care necessarily about the size, basically. Like, here's what he cares about. One, he can operate however he wants. That's the first and foremost thing that he cares about. The second thing that he cares most about is that he's able to do whatever he wants. Like, you don't stop him. So yeah, it is what it is. I didn't need to bring that up again. That's fine. And yeah, probably a cosmetics store is done. Oh wait, town shops for future as well. I forgot about the fact that like some of these shops might be more like for a later date, basically. Uh, um, uh, yeah, electronics, store. So I have no idea what the names of these would be, but yeah, it is what it is. So like, the electronics store would have CDs, is better, vinyls, basically. Like, think of it this way with this. The reason why I'm gonna say quote unquote better vinyls is the fact that like vinyls are these big, massive discs, right? And so like there would be like record or players in there. There would be CD players in there. Uh, uh, future. Actually, yeah, probably phones would exist. Like phones would probably exist. Like, uh, actually, yeah, no, I don't think that there would be anything future needed on that one. Because like, I figure that like something that he might have already had was like a computer network. Or like at the very least, the phones would definitely be there. Whether the computers are there is another story. But like anyway, back to the CD record player thing. Like I the the reason why vinyls would be technically better is the fact that like they would still be they would still retain their massive size, basically becoming like this world version of like a boombox, basically. However, however, well, yes, the record players are basically they have like they still have the same size and function the same way. They're also able to store more songs, basically. So like it's kind of like the like uh yeah, like it would be a similar thing to effectively a CD, or you'll be getting the advantages to a CD, but it's bigger. It's just harder to store. So like uh it depends more about like how do you want to like store your items, basically. Because like if you want it to be like this small condensed thing, then yeah, you can buy a CD and that'll be better. But if you want to be playing it for an audience, you might be more wanting the record player with the vinyl. It just might be a little bit harder to store. Uh, what else? What else? For reference, I have the list of the ownerships, so I'm looking through that right now. Like for reference, he does own the AWN and WPD. You don't really need to worry about them too much. They're just basically like world organizations. One's just kind of like a information network. The other is actually solving crimes and stuff. So yeah, they're more called in for when the players royally screw up, basically, and other things like that. Because like anime will not care too much about certain parts. Like he might not care about a town in particular, but like that said, that said, he wouldn't necessarily let the world be destroyed, specifically because the players are, dumb. So if the villain is just trying to like buy up the world, like he's not caring. So being a demon, you might care a little bit more about that. Depending on what the demon does, you might not care. So hi, it is what it is. Yeah, actually, I'm not sure about whether there would be a future shop that's needed. Because like, it. Well, actually, I guess like, yeah, I guess a movie theater actually. Because like, I would count a movie theater as kind of like a shop for the future. Oh right, I forgot. Clothing and slash cosplay store. I fear that would also be something that would be a case. Is basically. Now who's making the cosplays and stuff? I have no idea. Probably MA was like trying to find somebody that would be like a little bit more interested in like owning their shop, basically. Maybe has a few people like doing it, basically. And so it's like, yeah, hi. Like you know how much you want to make out of this, so like here's like I will let you balance the books, basically. Or have like a kind of like have a business person like run it actually, but like have the people making the outfits be those that actually want to make the outfits. Like probably several people that are doing it, and like the outfits are like directly bought, basically, and like they have to they can decide like, okay, so how much do you want to make off of this? And then like a certain amount is like added onto it for like the shop's profit. Yeah, basically. And so like the people make the first thing. Yeah, that's that would probably be how that works effectively. Um. Uh. So actually, probably to probably in the development would be like the factories as well. Because like the ones that would be there is like cars, phones, computers. There's yeah, actually, that would be it. Like uh uh it would be like future would have like phones and computers or for the electronic store, but like I kind of forgot about the issue would be the fact that like he normally has like a specific way that he does his phones. So like phones exist in my world for reference, but like a lot of the times MA is the one that's making it because like he needs to make the computer chip. Like that one is definitely a factory, effectively. And so like I could totally see him have it be that like there's a massive factory, kind of like Think Satisfactory, right? And so like during Satisfactory, he has like the computer board. Well, he has like the yeah, he has like the computer chips basically being made, and also like the motherboards. He has to figure out how to make it to where like a robot can do that specifically, and then like he needs to do the similar thing for the cars basically. Uh, like video cameras and like yeah, photo cameras and video cameras are a little bit more like, yeah, like you can have them be a little bit more outdated, right? Like he would probably have them first be like outdated, and then as he like, yeah, like as he goes and develops the phones and computers, he might then and make it to where like, oh hey, yeah, now we have the digital camera, or now we have the digital photo camera to where like you can actually see the image on like a little screen, and like you don't have to wait for it, and like I can print it out with like a certain other thing, and but like, yeah, video camera, a similar thing. Basically, like it currently would use like the film, basically, and like he probably would have the factory built to do the like he might have a film part, which that would also be in the media store, or basically, because like for reference, if it requires like if it requires something like film, ink, etc., like all of that would be in there. Oh, I guess also like in the uh yeah, like also in the electronics store would also be like printers, basically. I kind of forgot about the fact that printers would exist for this. So yeah, no, printers kind of would exist. Like I don't know technically if I want to have the speakers be existing, but yeah, it is what it is. To be fair, I'll be real. I thought that this would actually be a little bit more like I figured that this would be a little bit more time consuming. I'll be real. Uh did I not put the thing at the top? Okay. So no, it just didn't want to show me the full list, basically. Because like I swear for a fact that that thing did not show me finished. Like it just did not. Because like I scrolled up and it still doesn't show, basically. So yeah, I'll say the changes there. Because I still do want to like talk about it or feel like I have things to say on it. Or do I just go back to doing the idle thing? Because the idle part would be part of it, basically. So like in theory, if I wanted to, I could have it be that I just start using some of the roll tables for the idols. Funny enough, I almost feel like these would be like the final things. Uh, okay, I'm gonna list that like the clothing store also includes it's yeah, like underwear and swimsuits. That's there's probably a more like uh nah, actually I'm just gonna have it include like the swimsuits. There would probably be a different, more specialized underwear store for reference, basically. But yeah, it is what it is. Either that or, well, actually, I guess that there would be more standard underwear in there, but probably also a more specialized one in a different place. I just don't want to say it right now. Actually, yeah. So some of the places might be like more accessible, basically. So like a gym might be more there, or a karaoke place might be more in the town. Same thing with the library. and an arcade, and oh yeah, right, a restaurant, if I could spell it properly, would be there. A grocery store would be there. So like the grocery store would also be like funny enough built with like fresh produce basically, because there would be that farm nearby basically, which to be fair I do understand like that one he would probably have done first basically for two reasons. One, by having the farm done first and like the farm machines done first, then he can build it a little bit better, and like in theory he can also upscale the farm, right? Like he doesn't really like need to worry as much about the farm itself. Basically, he just needs to teach people how to like. He needs to teach people how to actually use the machinery. Other than that, like, it's fine. Basically, uh, yeah, probably tavern, yeah. I forgot to have the center campus as well. I'm not gonna necessarily count the church as a store. I mean, yes, it would exist, but like, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, just simply because it exists doesn't mean that I will. Well, doesn't mean that I'll actually count it. Basically, like the shops here are things that like I can see them more wanting to go for like either they want to date an idol or something like that. And so it's like, hi, let's go on dates around the town. Basically, so like, hi, we can go to like insert place here, or effectively, or just casually like settle down in it, effectively. Like, the interesting thing though is I don't think that he would actually have people be able to like come to live in the town effectively, because like uh they're actually no, he would kind of to a certain extent. So here's like uh um yeah, I was gonna say like town norms, just basically uh like down to the right lower right of town would be like the town dorms effectively, because like I am thinking about it and it's like actually now that well, part of why I like speaking about these is effectively is because like as I am talking about things, occasionally I do think of things, and so like one thing that I just now thought of about is like yeah, he wouldn't have houses. Wait a minute, where do the people that are like you know running those shops live? Because like in theory, they're not living at the factory dorms. In theory, they shouldn't be living on the idle campus. They're definitely not living in the Elite Hills. Basically. In theory, they shouldn't be living in the education dorms. In theory, they shouldn't be living on the TV complex either. So it's like, where do they live? Because they gotta sleep somewhere. I don't think that he would just have them just casually, sleep on the second floor of the place, basically. Like, to a certain extent, the people might. Like, in the, clothing cosplay one, right? Like, maybe with that one, they would actually have production be on the second floor. Maybe it's maybe it's a 3 or 4 floor building, basically. Maybe like the first floor, the first 1 to 2 floors is basically just like clothing. It's like maybe the first floor is female clothing, or maybe the first floor is male clothing. Second floor, or maybe that's female clothing. Third floor, second slash third floor, or maybe that's the production area. Basically where they make all the outfits, and then just like if it's more of a female one, they go down to the second floor, or just place it down on the first. If it's more of a male one, just gets placed down the first floor no matter what. And then like the top floor is where like the person that runs it sleeps, and then like all the people that are craftspeople sleep. Like, in theory, yes, that actually does work, but whoops. I forgot. I forgot that there would probably be an inn. That said, though, I don't think that the inn would be fully like there. All right, like the inn is kind of one of those things where it's like the person gets paid basically to just kind of watch the store, right? Like, they don't really have to do much, if anything, like, on most given days. Because, like, in theory, like, other than people, like, traveling in to, like, just hang out and stuff, like, you're probably not going to get them there. Right? Like, typically, if you're wanting, like, a, paparazzi type thing, like, yeah, the paparazzi will probably quickly figure out, like, yeah, probably shouldn't do that. Probably shouldn't try. Especially should not go to the elite hills and, try to be getting, like, other photos, especially ones that are lewd, because, that's likely to not be, that's not likely to be looked kindly upon, and you're probably about to, you're probably about to lose. You're probably about to die at that point, especially if it's like one of the 2 female ones. The guy, like, okay, they probably will care. They may not kill you, but they at least will rough you up a lot. So badly that you probably would not want to go back there. Even more so considering the fact that with the fact that this is MA's country, right? He would have it be that, like, that's worked into the law, right? Like, if you are taking photos without, like, permission of the person, and then they people that are to defend them, which, yes, those people would be, they are allowed to take any course of action to erase the photo and to make sure that you don't do it again. So, that means that they can go and kill you, technically. Like, they don't have to, respect that law. They can just straight up murder. They can just straight up murder you, and, like, your family can't do anything about it because, you're paparazzi. So, hi. Like, first instance, though, I will say, you're probably just likely to be beaten up. If you try to go get hospital bills covered from them, it's like, nope, sorry. That is not actually possible. The case is dismissed. Have fun paying your lawyer on top of the hospital fees. Is So yeah, it is what it is, basically. Yeah. I don't know if there's anything else that would be there. Because like I no, I don't necessarily think that there would be like a dance studio. Because like the dance studio is kind of more of like a idol thing. Basically. So like there's that. Uh like it is what it is. As for the like yeah, as for the middle, it's like the main stuff that I had previously was the photo studio. Uh Technically I've now moved that over into like uh technically I've moved that into more of like a media thing. Uh like might there be a photo studio? Sure. But like again, if it's not something that you're that a regular person's going to be able to access, I didn't put there. Because like probably would have map by doing this or by doing like the center of the town, like in the very center, right, uh it'll probably be a police station, a inn, a restaurant, um nah, well actually magic item store, yeah, like it would be those things. Because like the thing with it, right, is there doesn't need to be like a armor smith, right? Like I the whole thing about it is the fact that with the magic item store, right? It's more of like uh yeah, non-combat. Uh yeah, like non-combat items. So like if you're looking for anything that has an effect in actual combat, you're not likely to find it at that store. Like, you just are not. You want a bag of holding, like, okay, sure, you'll probably will find it there. But like, you want, say, yeah, no, like, you want, say, a, I think it would be like, you want, say, like a shining sword. I think that's a uh thing. Uh, uh um, radiant, right? I know that there would be like some sort of like sword, basically. Um, Moonblade, maybe. Um, sure, moon sickle. Oh, singing moon touched. That's oh no, moonblade probably. No, actually, that actually would have been like moon sickle or moon touched. Yeah, like the moon touch things. Like it's literally just a blade that creates bright light in 15 foot radius, 15-foot dim. You're not likely to find that. Uh like you just are not. And I actually will probably say like grocery slash general store. Uh the reason why I say like general store specifically is because like for those no, actually you're probably not likely to do that. Because, like, that's the thing, right? Like, if you're an idol, you're likely to not be there, effectively. And, like, even still, like, probably, like, right over there is probably the, like, that's probably actually, like, a parking spot, right? Or a parking place. And, like, the, yeah, like, each one of these managers, right? They're probably likely to have a actual car. Or, well, they're all likely to have at least a car of some fashion. Whether that be their actual car, whether that be, like, a, different thing, no idea. It just is what it is, basically. So, yeah. To be fair, actually, now that I'm looking at this, I'm not sure if it makes real sense that, like, I have 4 here. Because theory, like, Shamash would have been one of them, basically. Uh, Either that, no, actually. I'm going to do it to where there's one that is a 3, basically. So, like, there still would be 6, but the final one is, like, 3. And the reason for that is because, like, then Shamash was, like, being trained to be that person's force. Okay. Like, they hadn't gotten through the trial phase and stuff, but they were working there. I feel like that would be a bit more accessible, I guess. But yeah. I think that's good enough. At least for a bit. Yeah. Like, at least for, like, a idle style town, I feel like that's kind of like how I'm wanting. Well, a I guess more specifically, like a idle town built, functioning, and being improved by, like, this technological madman that is rapidly like expanding the capability of the world. Right. Because, like, that's also a thing. Uh, and so, like, yeah, I definitely do say, like, he would definitely have a data center. Definitely have an education center, for the fact of just training people. The Elite Hills, I already have that map, so, like, that would definitely be finished. Plus, like, from what I've mapped, it's like, yeah, that would definitely be very easy, because it's just houses, basically. The farm probably is easy as well. The, power side, like, I figured he would already have the power thing. He would already probably have it, have, like, the, power side for his own home. So, like, he would just need to expand it to, like, a grid, basically. And make it even more powerful of a grid. And more better. The TV complex, I've already established that. There probably would be an amusement track. They would see, like, a horse racing track, and not sure about what that is, but it's a Uma track, basically. So there's that. Uh, yeah, the amusement park and golf course are probably just still need to be made. The factories and hospitals he's still working on. He's at least built the hospital physically. He just needs the like, he needs to figure out about, like, how it is. So, like, he needs to know about, like, he has the foundation of it. It's like a single floor hospital currently. He needs to know about how many more areas does he need so that he can actually establish everything else. And like I do like the like similar to like shootout, right? I do like the idea that there's probably gonna be a racetrack. The issue with the racetrack though, and why I definitely listed it as a future thing, is the fact that like part of why NASCAR, F1, Formula E, the endurance stuff, rally, etc., like why all of those work is because of the different manufacturers. Like, NASCAR, sure, cool, racing team, sweet, might exist normally. Not sure about that being too much fun. And F2, F3, uh, Formula Academy, or Formula One Academy thing. Like, yeah, sure. All of those would probably exist because you just need people to run the cars and to drive them. So it's like, yeah, cool. That would probably work. But Formula One exists because of the manufacturers. The endurance stuff exists because of the manufacturers. So if MA would be the only manufacturer, those places probably would not exist. Like, might he make a track specifically so that, like, people can drive their cars at, like, full racing speed should they want to? Yes, he probably would. But, like, as well, first, he kind of has to build the cars. Like, he has to get them automated, right? Because if you don't have them automated, it's like, okay, well, what's the point? And even with the car one, it's like if there's enough cars that have already been made that have just not been sold, it's like, okay, cool. Then don't worry about like doing anything because it's like he's probably not going to be like building it, right? Like it's just one of those things. But yeah. I think that I like what's been done with like Beaconsdale and stuff like that. Uh, so I definitely did want to go and get a little bit more planned for Beaconsdale. Because like I I know that they're not gonna go for it probably this week, but also at the same time, you never know. Maybe they do go and get through like the Dust Star to Slowberg thing. Maybe actually with like Slowberg arc effectively, it's like Slowberg. They figure out the plans and plots and stuff, and yeah, they do that early, accomplish it, and then because it's like, hey, I wouldn't know about that thing, and that's a new area. Let's go there, because why not? In all honesty, they probably would not. Uh, and the reason why I know that is because they've not gone to, like, any of the others. Like, they just, like, they literally went directly to Queenstown because, like, MA made it weird, effectively. So it's like, oh, hey, by the way, these are on our trade routes. We want to know about what's going on with it because people are scared and are questioning whether or not it's a mimic, mimic colony or something like that. So hi, but yeah, they have not gone to Flatsguard. They've not gone to Wyoming Bay. They have not gone to Hartsvale. So yeah, this is quite literally the fourth town that I would have planned and plotted, only for them to not go there. So, yeah. That said, though, That said, the one thing that I will say that might mean that they actually do go there is I did tell one person in particular that like uh they actually would be able to go to like the home effectively. Uh so it's like I yeah. Um Whether or not they actually want to do it is like, yeah, whether or not they want to do it is another story. But they do know about the fact that like I've done this. It's at least made. They may not know the actual town name, but they know that at least with like, yeah, at least with this town that this is made, or that this is made, more specifically. They may not know where, but hey, that's to be a D&D. And also, to be fair, that's part of why the DM is there. So that, like, if the players have a question about, what is a place and whether or not they would know about it, then they can kind of have the information. Because in certain points, the players would, the characters would know, but the players may be forgetful, and if like I'm going to assume that they know what it is and where the things are at, unless they ask questions. And to be fair, funny enough, I also did ask prop. I did actually prompt at one point, being like, I mean, I can't tell. I can tell you guys what is where. Like, do you guys want me to tell you like a little bit about like what is where on the map, or like you guys just good with going there? It's like, yeah, we're good with going there. It's like, okay. Quite literally would have told them like, hey, by the way, there's a straight up church right there in that town over there, uh, named Slowberg, but so that might be a better place to start than Yarford, which is a sapphire dragon town, and Dustar is currently a emerald dragon town. So yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes players are dumb, sometimes the DM is dumb. Just matters about like I. It just matters about like what it is basically. At a certain point, I'll probably will gonna like come up with like the managers and stuff. I'm not going to do that on the podcast for reference. It's actually, is there a thing? I love some of these horse names actually. Because I probably will use them for the Umas, but yeah, like the thing that I was actually looking through is this. It's basically there's a lot more names than what I thought. D&D character. Okay, fair. Fair enough. Ironically, I don't think I've seen the thing that I'd actually looked up though. Because I want to say that I had actually uh when like said to go and like hey, let me generate the manager name, but not seeing manager names. There's another name generator, so that might be interesting, but yeah, it is what it is. So yeah. The only thing I can say that I've looked up that I would probably use is this. How many of these I will use, I don't know. But hey, like, there's 80. Well, as long as I have 80, it's like, doesn't particularly matter, right? Like, And plus, to be fair, the Umas just take after like a specific horse name, such as like Tokaiteo and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, the Uma Isles are perfectly fine. Still have to come up with a random name for their trainer, but like it is what it is, and like at least from Uma Musume, like I yeah, at least from Uma Musume, right? There's enough reason to go and believe that's like, yeah, it's fine. Like, who cares? We just have like 80, or rather like we just have each trainer doing 10, so it's fine. But yeah, hopefully y'all learned something, and hopefully y'all enjoyed it first and foremost. But yeah, uh, I definitely do know that this one's probably not a little bit, but was probably like a little bit more tailored to my campaign. But feel free to use it if you want to. That's the major reason why I make these, is I can't guarantee that I'm going to actually make the town on a recording, basically, or rather on the podcast, because like, yeah, I feel like it would be a simple thing. I can do it like real quickly. So like the only thing I would have to do is, or the major thing would just be like decorating the town, and I don't really want to fully I don't want to fully place it down to just decorating a town. So yeah, it is what it is. So, but yeah, I do like what I've done with this. I do like the ideas behind it. So, definitely need to use it sometime soon. However, with all that said, I will ultimately see everyone where I'm next to you all.